This was too much for Stanley to take, too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs.
This is different.
The guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever.
Well then I guess I might as well never try. Yeah, let's just sit here and play a little piano. That'll make me feel better. This piano sounds exactly like typing.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 28, forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo. As the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I can crawl! Look it, guys, I can crawl! I'm crawling! Okay, this time I'm actually gonna hit off, so basically we followed every direction of the narrator this time, and let's see what happens. Probably die again. I guess it was meant to be the first ending that you get ever. It ended up being my last because I just don't like to follow directions.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Now watch. Oh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yay!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Look
the
behind
immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! We got the best ending possible, I think. Finally, after probably getting all of beat the game. Aha! So that is the primary ending. That's the quote unquote real ending. That's very cool. The end is never. The end is loading. That's what it says right there. Well, anyways, guys, I hope that you really enjoyed this game. I enjoyed it immensely. I'm sorry that I didn't get the opportunity to give quite as much commentary as I would have usually liked to, but because of the constant heavy narration, I thought it was more important to let you guys listen to the narrator. So anyways, tell me which one you think was the best ending, and by best I mean like which one did you like the best, which one did you feel was the most important, which one do you think was the most real, or which one did you think felt just you felt the best about. I know which one in mine is. I think this is gonna sound awful, but the one where he goes crazy and then at the very end it starts telling the story of the lady Anne who found him. I liked that one the best because it was pretty unexpected, and it was really well done. And it was kind of like, oh well, you think that you're dreaming, and you convince yourself, oh yeah, Stanley's just dreaming, but he's not. He's actually crazy. And I thought that was some dark humor, but humor nonetheless. So anyways, I don't usually like to follow the straight and narrow path of like, oh, let's all hop along to Wonderland where there's, you know, fairies and daisies and rainbows and everybody's happy and nothing bad ever happens. So anyways, guys, that is the Stanley Parable. If you have anything to say below in the comments, if you have any recommendations for games, please take a moment to put them down in the comments. Otherwise, it would do me a big favor if you could like or favorite. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to see some cool new stuff. Take a look at my playlist on my channel. I'll see you later, guys. Until next time.